Hey everyone, welcome to Liquis Learn, where we share how we build websites at Liquis. This is our first series, Wix Studio Best Practices, and today's topic is working with advanced sizing. If you're learning responsive design and feeling limited by default sizing options, or just starting to explore advanced sizing, this video is for you. Before we dive into the use cases, if you're new to sizing units, we suggest watching the Wix Studio tutorial in the description. It covers the fundamentals, while this video focuses on practical use cases. Let's quickly review what advanced sizing actually means. The first and foremost step is to switch to advanced sizing. Instead of using fixed pixel values, advanced sizing allows you to use flexible units like percentage, viewport height, viewport width, and also set minimum and maximum constraints. This gives you way more control over how elements behave across different devices. Now we will look at each measurement unit and its use cases. So we'll look at height and width measurements and how they behave using auto height and max content. Here we have a simple content card with a heading, some text, and a button. Right now, the card has fixed dimensions, 850 pixel width and 350 pixel height, so as the content increases, it starts to feel constrained. Let's first fix the height by using Making the Height Auto. Now the container adjusts based on the content inside it. As the content grows or shrinks, the height adapts automatically. No overflow, no extra spacing. Now let's look at the width. With max content, the container only takes up as much space as the content inside it. When you combine auto height with max content width, the element becomes fully content-driven. It grows only when needed and stays compact otherwise. A simple but powerful way to make your layouts more flexible using advanced sizing. Next, we'll look at max height and how it behaves in a pop-up. Here we have a long form inside a pop-up. As there are more fields in the form, the pop-up becomes too long and extends beyond the screen. To control this, we can set a maximum height of the pop-up to 90 VH. This limits the pop-up to 90% of the viewport height. Now, instead of the pop-up growing further, we make the form scrollable. Enable vertical scroll inside the pop-up container. So the pop-up stays within the screen while the form scrolls inside it. This ensures users can access all fields easily while keeping important elements like the header or submit button visible. In a similar way, we can control the width and height on other breakpoints as well. On tablet, we can set the max width to around 80 viewport width and the height to 80 viewport height. Make the container scroll vertically, and then adjust the width of the form to 100%. And on mobile, we can increase it to around 90 viewport height, and width to 90 viewport width, so the pop-up uses more screen space. Stretch the form to 100%. A practical way to manage long forms using max height in advanced sizing. Next, we'll look at minimum height and how it helps keep elements visually consistent. Here we have a repeater with multiple items, each containing different amounts of content. Because the content varies, each item ends up with a different height, like first and last item has more content and second and third item has less content, making the layout look uneven. To fix this, we can set a minimum height on the repeater items, so we give 100 pixel minimum height. This ensures that every item maintains at least a consistent height, even if the content is shorter. Now all the items align properly, creating a more balanced and structured layout. And if any item has more content, it can still expand beyond the minimum height. A simple way to maintain consistency in repeating layouts using minimum height in advanced sizing. Next, let's look at minimum width and how it helps keep elements usable and readable. Here we have a button with some text inside it. As the screen size reduces, the button keeps shrinking. This can cause the text to wrap, making the button look cramped and harder to read. To fix this, we can set a minimum width on the button. This ensures the button doesn't shrink below a certain size. Now, even on smaller screens, the button maintains a usable size and the text stays more readable. It prevents excessive wrapping and keeps the design clean. A simple way to maintain usability and readability using minimum width in advanced sizing. Finally, let's look at the Calc measurement, which is used commonly for the hero section, where you want the content to fit the full viewport height. Let's say you have a fixed header, around 100 pixels, and a hero section below it. Now, I already have the hero section set to 100 VH. But notice this, it creates extra scroll because 100 VH doesn't account for the header height. To fix this, we use Calc measurement. This subtracts the header height from the viewport, so the section fits perfectly. Now it stays perfectly aligned across screen sizes with no overflow. This is a simple but essential way to handle full-height sections in Wix Studio. So, these were some of the most practical ways to use advanced sizing in real layouts. From controlling height and width to working with minimum and maximum values and using flexible units. It all helps in creating designs that adapt smoothly across different screen sizes. The key is not just knowing these options, but understanding where to use them. Instead of relying on fixed values, try using flexible sizing wherever possible to make your layouts more responsive and consistent. In the next video, we'll look at another important aspect of design, choosing the right color palette. If you found this helpful, do share your thoughts in the comments and give this video a like. Till then, keep experimenting and refining your layouts.